Would you have anything to say to people that say had never been in credit in any way financially in their life, like intergenerationally? Like say like your parents were in debt and their grandparents were in debt. Like why should they trust investing over debt?
Well, I think it's really important to, as I was saying, like interest rate is a major aspect in this. Personally, I find it to be much more peaceful to have my liability column say zero and to have no debt at all. But at the same time, interest rate is supremely relevant because it is very different to be paying 24% on credit card debt, or maybe like, let's say like 5% on a mortgage, or 0.5% or 0% on student loans. Those are very different problems or predicaments to be in. And so it depends on what you're saying in terms of generations of debt. I think it's fair to say that most people in most cultures, certainly New Zealand culture, the expectation is to the second that you can make enough and invest enough that you can get a mortgage, then that's what you should do. You should get on the property ladder as soon as possible by any means necessary. It is important to point out in context that mortgage is a French word that means death pledge. If you just take a second and just internalize what that actually means, that's an issue. And so is this mortgage, is this death pledge something that is actually genuinely in like my and my family's best interest, is an important question that you need to ask before you go into that, and that you should be asking, in my opinion, independently of social expectations, paternalistic expectations, and all the rest of it. Because I'm sure there's many examples that we could point to of like a very intelligent mortgage and a very unintelligent mortgage. And those would be, but it's just kind of a subjective thing. But at the same time, there is a difference between smart debt and dumb debt. And there are factors that you need to be aware of and micro decisions that you need to make independently that would dictate whether it's smart or dumb debt for you.
Mm.